Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're doing something, well, a little different. We're getting a backstage pass, a look inside the private strategy sessions of a brand new company as they build their entire business, literally from scratch.
So let me just start by asking you this. Is your business really built for freedom? Or does it sometimes feel like you've just built yourself a very demanding, high-stress job? You know, it's a super common trap for entrepreneurs. You're making great money, but you feel like you're losing yourself in the process.
Well, the leaders in these meetings, they've been there, and they are absolutely determined not to repeat those same mistakes. So what we're about to do is look at the exact playbook they're creating in real time to build a business that serves their lives, not the other way around.
Okay, let's dive right in. Their entire strategy, everything we're about to talk about, is built on this one core idea: purifying what you already know. Think about that. It's about taking all the lessons from past experiences, the good, the bad, even the totally dysfunctional, and intentionally filtering out the junk to build something better, something pure, right from the start.
And just so we're clear, this isn't some polished, finished theory from a textbook. As they said themselves in their own meeting, they are literally building this airplane while they're flying it. These strategies are being forged in the moment, which honestly is what makes this so raw and so powerful.
Everything they're building rests on these three pillars. Freedom, that's not just a perk, it's the ultimate goal. Culture is the internal operating system they use to protect that freedom. And then you've got a strong moral compass. That's the guide for every single decision they make.
So let's see how they actually build on this foundation, starting with culture. For them, culture isn't just a buzzword or some poster on the wall. It's a strategic necessity. It's the actual bedrock that makes their goal of freedom possible. And this one single rule pretty much governs their entire team dynamic. An issue should never be greater than the relationship. It's their commitment to handling problems directly, respectfully, without any of the gossip. It reinforces that the connection between people is way more important than any business problem.
And you can see the clear contrast they're creating right here. They are intentionally leaving behind that feeling of suffocation and control that they've experienced before. Gossip gets replaced with direct communication. Control gets replaced with trust. It's all about creating a space where people want to be, not where they feel trapped.
So why obsess over this so much? Because they know a magnetic culture is their #1 recruiting tool. It's how you attract and keep the real high performers, the people who are just tired of toxic workplaces and are looking for a place to do their absolute best work.
Okay, so culture is the bedrock, but financial discipline, that's the engine. And this is where the strategy gets incredibly tactical, because they believe true freedom is just impossible without a rock-solid financial system.
And this whole system is designed to defeat a very common enemy, Parkinson's law. You've probably felt this. It's that natural tendency for your expenses to magically rise to meet whatever income you're making. It's the reason so many high earners still feel completely broke.
And their core belief on this, stated right in their meeting, is that finance has nothing to do with math. It's discipline. It's not about being a spreadsheet genius. It's about creating a system that forces you and your business to be disciplined with money.
And here's that system. They call it the profit-first method. It's so simple, but it's completely counterintuitive. All income, every dollar, lands in one main account. From there, money is immediately moved into separate, dedicated accounts for things like taxes and, yes, profit. The business then has to run on whatever is left over.
Now look at this allocation. The typical model is, you pay all your expenses and you just hope there's some profit left at the end. This model flips that completely on its head. They take the profit first. A full 30% is immediately moved to a profit account so it can't be accidentally spent. This simple shift guarantees the business is profitable from day one.
And the most important number in their entire system, 30%. This is their non-negotiable rule. 30% of every single dollar that comes in goes directly into a tax account. No excuses, no exceptions. They see this as the #1 way to avoid that cash flow trap that sinks so many entrepreneurs.
But here's the twist. While the whole system is built on discipline, their philosophy isn't about pinching pennies. They actually believe you can't save your way to wealth. The real solution is to earn through it.
to focus your energy on increasing your income while applying this discipline to all the new money you make. And this all leads to the ultimate payoff. This discipline creates liquidity, cash in the bank. And as they put it, a salesperson who has money in the bank doesn't need that next sale. They can serve the client from a position of confidence and strength, not desperation. And that just changes the entire game.
Okay, so with a strong culture and a powerful financial engine in place, the final piece of the puzzle is growth. How do you scale this thing? Well, the key for them is a system for duplication, designed to grow the business without breaking that foundation they've so carefully built.
Their mindset here is actually really simple. They see duplication as the business version of compound interest. It's all about creating small, repeatable actions that, over time, lead to absolutely explosive growth. So what does that look like in practice? Simple, repeatable systems. They create 5 to 10-minute marketing videos anyone can share. They build standardized presentations to make sure the story is always told with power. And new team members, they start with their warm market. It's a low-pressure way to learn the ropes. Every single step is designed for easy, repeatable success.
Okay, so we've seen their internal blueprint for their own freedom, but how does all of this translate to their actual clients? This is where their philosophy really comes to life.
Here's the scenario they walk through, and it's a situation millions of people are facing right now. A client has a decent 401k balance, but they're completely drowning in high-interest credit card debt and have zero cash for emergencies. You know the feeling? Asset-rich, but cash poor.
So here is their unconventional 3-step plan to solve this. First, they actually propose liquidating the 401k, accepting the taxes and penalties to completely wipe out that soul-crushing high-interest debt. Second, that old debt payment is immediately redirected into a new, disciplined savings plan. And finally, they use a portion of those funds for an IUL, positioning it not for retirement, but as an emergency fund to solve the immediate liquidity crisis once and for all.
You see? From their internal culture all the way to their client strategies, it all comes back to a single, focused idea. Which really just leaves us with one final thought. If you took everything you've ever learned, all the successes and all the scars, and you purified it, what would you build?